Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm filming a get ready with me / answering some questions in a tag video that I saw on one of my friends' YouTube channels. So we've got a lot to do. I haven't filmed in like a week. I swear I feel like I'm brand new sometimes, but if you guys are interested in seeing some newish makeup in my collection, hearing some of my answers, then just keep watching. Also, almost forgot, have you guys seen my new intro? Do you love it? Some of you have noticed it, and I just want to give my friend Amanda a big shout out. She actually made my intro and my outro for me. So if you guys want an intro and an outro for your YouTube channel, I do have her Instagram linked below. She'd be happy to make one for you. I think that's what she told me actually. So, I mean, I know the girl's busy, but she loves to be creative. So hit her up on there if you're interested. I just wanted to say thank you, Amanda, for helping me out. And yeah, this video is going to be long. So if you don't like long, rambly videos, this one's probably going to be a skip for you, but I'm getting ready to film. I want to film a bunch of stuff. My nanny's here, so I've got it all planned in my head, but let's go ahead and put some makeup on. If this is your first time on my channel, welcome. My name is Karen Harris. I try to post 3 to 4 times a week. Sometimes it doesn't always work out because life happens, but I am trying to do Vlogmas. I've decided not to put any pressure on myself because it's not that deep, really, but I've been trying to upload as much as I can. So there's going to be hopefully a lot of videos for you guys to check out. Highly recommend subscribing because I love to talk about new makeup releases. Sometimes we do anti-hauls and all the things. So yeah, hopefully that sounds good to you. Subscribe, turn on the bell so you're notified every time I post. And without further blabbering, let's get into it. Okay guys, I'm really excited to tell you guys about the new makeup I have. I've got a gadget that I want to show you guys. So the first thing I did was I did throw on some foundation so I didn't look like a complete hot mess coming on camera. But I decided to use one of my favorite foundations of 2022. This is the Makeup Forever HD Skin Foundation, and I wear it in the shade 3 and 42. I love this foundation so much. I think because I had like 3 or 4 favorites this year, but I think this is my top favorite of the year. And of course, I've been using my Blur Jam, so those are the only 2 makeup type products on my face. And then the gadget I wanted to show you guys, I did share this on my Instagram because my friend here on YouTube, Makeup Molly, she is like such a sensation on TikTok and Instagram, and she makes a lot of videos. She tries out a lot of really weird gadgets. But she was telling me about this and she posted a TikTok or a reel or something. And I was like, Molly, I need a link. Send it to me now. So this is a sponge soaker for people like me that are lazy or maybe you just don't have access to a sink nearby. But I'm going to link this down below for you guys. I do have an Amazon storefront, you guys, and I've got so many different categories on there. I have beauty. I have my YouTube filming set up on there. I have every toy that we bought Freya that she loves linked there. Pregnancy stuff, things my husband loves. So if you're looking for holiday gift ideas, highly recommend checking that out. But this is an awesome thing for a beauty lover. It's $14 and basically it's a sponge soaker. I just used it to wet my beauty blender to put on this foundation. And it's so nice because every time I come in here, typically I forget to wet my sponge. And then I get so annoyed when I'm like sat down to get up and go do it. So I'll use like a brush instead. But this is cool. It's basically just a little plastic top. It kind of works like those Bioderma bottles that have the cool top to them. I mean, I do have access to a sink in our basement, but this is so freaking convenient. So I know it's not really like makeup, but I was like, if I think it's cool, you guys will probably think it's cool too. So I wanted to show you that. I'll link it down below. And then I got some stuff from Ace Beauté that I've been dying to try. And I also placed an order on the Sephora website during that Sephora gifting event. So I got some new things to me, some new releases. So we're going to play with all of it. So the next step that I typically do when I'm working on my makeup is concealer. So I decided to grab this concealer. This is from Hourglass and I got the shade Dune. This is their Vanish Concealer. I think this has been out for a while. I'm actually not 100% sure when this launched, but I feel like since their foundation came out, I've seen more people talk about the concealer, and it was on my list of things that I was kind of curious about during the Sephora sale, but I didn't end up buying it. And I decided since I had another 20% off, I'll go ahead and grab it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and blend that in with my sponge. I like that. That blended so nicely, and I definitely like winged the shade from reading the description online. So okay, Hourglass. I mean, I'm always on the hunt for a good concealer, so I will definitely try and keep you guys updated on how that performs. But it blended really nicely. It didn't put too much on. It doesn't look cakey, and it definitely concealed those designer mom eye bags I have going on these days. So love that for me. And I also picked up a new powder. This is from Givenchy. This is the Prisme Libre powder for medium skin, I believe. And I bought this because my friend Heather has been raving about this powder. I don't know which shade she has. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I remember so many makeup gurus raving about this powder. And so I figured if my friend Heather likes it, I need to give it a shot because obviously I trust her opinion on makeup products. And so I grabbed this one, and it's like a, I don't know, would you call this like a color correcting powder? Because it has different shades to it. I don't know if I'm gonna, I don't typically powder my entire face. I just powder like my under eyes, but I don't know how you get an even amount of this out from each thing, but it definitely has like a fragrance to it, like a floral. Just gonna go ahead and put a little bit of it on, kind of where I tend to get a little shiny. Okay, we'll just do a little bit. I don't typically wear a ton of powder anyway, so. And then I'm gonna use some of the face palettes I got from Ace Beauté. So Ace Beauté has had these for a while, and they had a really good Black Friday sale. And since I have a Ace Beauté affiliate code, I wanted to try out all of their products, or as much of their products as possible. I've really only tried like their lip products, their lashes, and of course their eyeshadow palettes. So I figured since I was able to get these for like 20 bucks, I'll go ahead and grab them. So we have 4 shades. I think I'm going to start with this one just in case these are uber pigmented. I don't want to have to suffer to blend them out. So I'm just going to go in with the second shade, and I'll pop up some swatches too of all of the palettes that I'm going to be trying in this video. But that color seems to work really nicely. I will say it's hard to justify face palettes like this because maybe, you know, you only need one shade. And I know some people like to kind of use bronzers as eyeshadows and stuff like that. I typically don't do that, but maybe that could be a way for you to use a palette like this. I would assume that eventually they'll have individual products coming. I know like Sigma started with their blush palettes and bronzer palettes and highlighter palettes, and then just this year they launch their individual face products. So maybe it's just a way to make something cost effective than do it individually. But that bronzer looks nice. I feel like maybe in the summertime I could go up one more, but I'm just gonna stick to that because I've told you guys in the past I don't love to have like a really dark bronzer because I think it just looks very harsh. And then I do have their blush palette as well. It looks like this is so pretty. And I will pop the swatches of this as well. I'm gonna wait though because I want to see what kind of eye look I do first. On the back here, it does say this is distributed by Ace Beauté. Cruelty-free product made in the PRC. 17.6 grams in here. And this one is also all of the same information on the bronzer in case you were curious. So let me go ahead and put on some eyeshadow primer and let's answer some of the questions I'm actually gonna do the Merry Christmas makeup tag, and I saw this on Steph's Beauty Stash channel, and she did it as a collaboration with Vinyl Beauty. Both of them are such sweet ladies here on YouTube, so I will link all of their information in the description box if you would like to check them out. Also, if you want to film this video, I will put the questions in the description box for you guys as well. I did screenshot the questions so that I didn't have to have the video playing in the background. But the first question is, share a memorable gift opening moment from your childhood. I feel like every gift opening moment as a child is so magical because you're like waiting for Santa and that was just like so much the highlight of my childhood. I have so many pictures in front of the Christmas tree with my sack of gifts from Santa Claus, and it's just like such a wonderful, magical feeling that I hope to pass on to my kids. So yeah, I don't know if there's one in particular. I guess I do have one. So usually back home, the school year starts on January instead of like in August like it does in America. So every year is a new grade. So we never had like a summer vacation like you do in the US. It's a much shorter break because it's always warm there, so you don't need like an extended summer break. And so every year you would get your grades at the end of the year, then you would have winter break, which is typically like most of the month of December, and then you'd start a new year of school in January. So I remember one year I had gotten really good grades and I was pretty young. I must have been like in 6th grade or something. And my mom was so happy, and I was in this like major Winnie the Pooh phase. And of course, every year, you know, my parents would give me like a new backpack and like new school supplies. So the year I got really good grades, she took me to this really nice kind of like a stationery store where they sell like school supplies specifically, not like a Walmart or Target, like a school supply store. And she let me pick out like all this Winnie the Pooh like stationery. So I got like Winnie the Pooh pens and Winnie the Pooh pencils and like a really cute like Winnie the Pooh pencil holder. I got a ruler, and so just like a bunch of Winnie the Pooh stuff, and I was so freaking excited. Like that was just like the coolest thing ever. So that was definitely a Christmas where I was so excited to open my gifts because I knew my mom had like let me pick out some of that really cool stuff, you know? And then the next question is, you're walking down the street feeling good. What holiday song is playing in the background? I know this is gonna be so cliche, but I love Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You. I think it's such a catchy Christmas, you know, song, and I love the classics, don't get me wrong, I really, really do. But I don't know, something about that song and that little like jingle bell sound, it just puts me in like such a good festive mood. Okay, so I put on eye primer. Typically I never do brows on camera because I really just fill them in for fun, and I put on some brow gel. But now it's time to play with eyeshadow, so I want to show you guys the palette I'm going to use today. This one is not the newest palette from Ace Beauté, but it's one of the newest palettes from Ace Beauté. And I don't know if you guys saw my Violet Sage video. I bought their palette and I didn't love it. So when this one launched, I was a little hesitant to buy it because I just don't want to like buy palettes knowing I'm gonna not like them or if I'm not sure. So I decided to skip on this, but after I tried their new Envy and Aura palettes, and they had, again, a good Black Friday sale, I was like, let me go ahead and buy this. Also, my friend Angie was saying that she really liked this palette. So, of course, I like trust Angie. And so I did grab this. Again, I will pop up swatches while I'm showing you guys the palette. But this is what it looks like. It's got a really beautiful color story. It's kind of a neutral slash purpley green palette. So I think I would get a ton of use out of this. I can see like a beautiful green look. There's some beautiful warm shades as well. I kind of picked out this shirt because I thought it would go with the majority of the looks I could create with this palette. The mattes look really nice and promising. There's a what seems to be a black shade in here, as well as the shade called Cozy looks really promising. So let's go ahead and play with this palette. And I'll try to tell you guys what shades I'm using, but I also want to talk through some of these questions. So let's go ahead and look at the next question. It says, what kind of holiday shopper are you? Black Friday, Christmas Eve, or year-round? So I think that for me, it's a little hard because my family doesn't live here, like my immediate family, like my parents and stuff. So I don't really buy a lot of gifts. And with my husband, who's really been the only family member I've had for a while to really shop for, he's pretty good. He usually tells me what he wants, so that's really nice. And so for him, I'll just, you know, get whatever I can, and then I always like throw in like extra gifts and stuff. But now with having a young child and another one on the way, I did buy a lot of her gifts on Black Friday just because there was like a lot of really good toy deals and things like that. So realistically this year, it's like such a typical like parent thing. I think that the only person that has gifts right now is my daughter. Like we just keep seeing all these like cute things we want to get her, and I don't know, I just really have so much fun getting her stuff. And so I know my husband told me like anything tech, but honestly I'm like not really sure what to get him. He bought himself a Steam Deck, which if you guys are really into gaming, I would recommend it because he loves it. It's like a Nintendo Switch, but it's for PCs or like PC games, and he can like play it on a device that looks like the Switch, and then he really wanted the dock for it. And I was gonna get it for him, but then he ended up buying that too, so I really don't know what to get him. Anyway, where am I going? Am I a Black Friday shopper, Christmas shopper, or all year round? I'm definitely not an all year round shopper because it's really hard for me to be patient and wait to give a gift, so I wouldn't say that, but I think I would say I'm a Black Friday shopper. And since this is like my first year, like really kind of having a kid to shop for, I could definitely see myself becoming more organized and buying things when I see good deals and kind of being okay waiting. I mean, my daughter's birthday is very close to Black Friday too, so I think next year I'm gonna have to start shopping probably at the start of like October just to be safe, you know? So yeah, I think that's what I'll do. But I would definitely say I'm not a year-rounder, and I definitely don't want to wait till the super last minute. Also, my birthday is around the holidays, so I feel like, I don't know, I feel like my husband is always like scrambling. Like, you know, when my birthday is, it's the same every year, but he's always like, oh my God, what do you want? Like, literally this weekend I heard him tell my mom that he didn't know what I wanted for Christmas, and I'm like, excuse me, you do know what I want for Christmas and my birthday? And in case any of you are wondering, I really want the AirPod Pro Maxes, I think they're called. They're the over-the-ear headphones. My husband actually has them, and they just look really, really nice. My AirPods, like my Pros, I don't know, I can't wear them for a super long time. They make my ears really itchy. I already have itchy ears, but it's really hard for me to keep them on for a long period of time. So I would love to get the over-the-ear AirPods, but they are very, very pricey. So I would like them to be like a Christmas and a birthday present, but I don't know. We've been spending a lot of money on Freya, and so mom and dad kind of had to take a back seat this year, which is totally fine. Like I'm not complaining at all because, you know, it's fun to spoil your kids, especially at the holidays, because like I said, it's like one of my best memories is getting all these fun presents. That was a really long answer to a not very long question. The next question is, if you could have only one type of Christmas candy this year, what would it be? Christmas candy? Okay, so is that like candy cane and stuff? Because I didn't really grow up much with that kind of stuff. My best friend's grandma makes this like amazing like minty, like Andy's Thin Mints brownie bar. So I don't know if that counts as candy, but if I had to pick like one candy to eat, it would just be that. I'm gonna try this shade Candlelight. I thought I was gonna go for a green look, but that orange looks so tempting, so I want to see how it looks on the lid. Would you rather have 3 feet of snow at Christmas or no snow at all. Oh my gosh, that is so funny because of where I live. I live in North Dakota. There is snow all the time, and people that grew up here are always like, oh my gosh, it's not Christmas without snow. And I'm like, are you kidding? Christmas without snow is literally the most amazing carefree Christmas you can have, because here it gets so dangerous sometimes if it's like storming. Like there's typically always a storm close to my birthday, and then it's so hard to plan because you don't really want to like drive when the roads are not safe. And you guys, driving in the winter is like bad enough, but driving in the winter with a little kid in the car is like, I don't know, maybe it's just me like being a serial overthinker, but I just worry so much about getting in a car accident and my kids getting hurt. So I would rather stay at home. Like that's me, and it's so silly, but that's just how I feel. I don't know. Maybe someday I'll be like so confident and just like be in a vehicle big enough that I wouldn't be worried. But I don't know. It worries me. I love it when my husband drives us in the winter just because I feel so much better about, you know, if there was to be an accident, if he was driving. But anyway, so I just think like warm Christmases are so wonderful. You can wear a cute little Christmas dress and you can wear shorts and you can be comfortable, and just that's what I grew up with. I grew up in a tropical country, and I mean Christmas was just as magical, if not even more, because we were just more concerned with hanging out with our friends and family and not about if it was safe to be driving. So yeah, I would definitely say I would much rather have no snow than like 3 feet of snow, because 3 feet of snow is a lot. Like we're supposed to get like 2 feet of snow this week, like potentially like tomorrow and Wednesday. So yeah, we're like gearing up for that. Like I have to make a list for my husband so he can go to the grocery store and stuff like that. It's a lot. If you had to be trapped in a Christmas movie, which one would it be? Oh my gosh. I mean, I feel like growing up, I just was so obsessed with Home Alone. But now I think it would be like The Holiday, because some of the people in that movie are trapped in like a beautiful, I was just looking for my eyeliner, but some of the people in that movie are trapped in a wintry cottage in England. I'm all about that life. This eyeshadow is bothering me because I used this green shade called Bustling, and it was really patchy. I'm kind of bothered by that, but I don't think you're gonna see it on camera, but I can see it in person, and that is not good. The metallic spoiled really nicely though, in case you guys were wondering. But anyway, I think I would pick The Holiday. Plus, I mean, what's his name? The guy that plays Elf. Oh, I'm blanking, but he's so hot. To name a Christmas song that would be on our party playlist. On our party playlist? Oh, jeepers. I don't know. Can I pick All I Want for Christmas Is You again? Or like I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus? I mean, that's a pretty groovy song, if you know what I mean. What's your least favorite item on your Christmas to-do list? I think for me, it's like shopping for my father-in-law. I don't think he watches my videos, but he's so hard to shop for because he basically buys everything that he wants. And so he's like the person that like, what do you get? Somebody that literally has everything. It's so hard to do. So typically we go like sentimental with him, and it's nice now because we have a kid, because we can like have her make him something, which is what we've done the last 2 years, and we got him something pretty cool this year. So I don't think he's gonna watch my video, but I'm just in case gonna keep it to myself. But it was a pretty cool gift. Maybe I'll link it down below if you guys are curious to see, because I thought it was pretty freaking thoughtful, if I do say so myself. What holiday movie do you watch over and over? Oh my gosh, Home Alone. Elf is one of my other favorites. I can't remember if my husband likes that movie or not, but I love Elf. I love to just watch all the corny Netflix movies that they post. Like I've been watching that Princess Switch one. They did like with what's her name? The chick from High School Musical, Vanessa Hudgens. She's like a princess and a baker, and then they like switch spots. And then there's like so many versions where now she has one where it's like a evil cousin and they like swap, and it's so wacky. Like it's such a silly freaking movie. But my husband always teases me. He's like, "Oh, are you watching a movie about some like made up European country again?" And I'm like, "Yeah." Oh my gosh, but they always make me cry. I just watched that Lindsay Lohan comeback movie. Anyway, definitely though, Elf and Home Alone I think are my two that I'd watch over and over. And then finish this sentence. It wouldn't be Christmas without... It wouldn't be Christmas without, I think for me at the stage of life I'm in, is definitely my family, definitely like my husband. I would love eventually for when my parents get here for all of us to be together at the holidays, but I definitely have had quite a few Christmases without my parents now because they don't live in America, and so that's been really hard. But yeah, it wouldn't be Christmas without family. I think that's like the most important thing at the end of the day. And I'm just so thankful for my husband and my kid that's on the way. I mean, it's going to be, I think, just like amazing for our little family of 3 and then our little family of 4 and then hopefully our family once my parents get here. Okay, so I did buy this Ace Beauté highlighter palette as well. Again, like I said, I will throw up swatches while I show you guys these things, but I just wanted to put a little bit of this shade in the brow bone. So I'm just gonna use a little bit of glowing. I'm so excited to test this highlighter palette out, but I did end up buying 2 of the Rare Beauty highlighters during the Sephora sale. So that's probably what I'm gonna use on my cheeks, but I'm just gonna use glowing on the brow bone, and then I'm just gonna put a little bit of this shade Icy, which is literally like a white highlighter, but I'm putting that on the inner corner. Sorry, I had been filming for 30 minutes and so my camera cut me off. I don't know where it cut me off, but I was saying that I just was adding some white highlighter on the inner corner just to kind of jazz up this look, and I was using the Ace Beauté highlighter palette. I was going to use this on my cheeks, but I bought the new Rare Beauty highlighters, so let me show you the 2 I bought. So I bought the shade Exhilarate, which looks like this. It's like a baked gelée looking formula. It's so beautiful. And then I also bought Mesmerize, which is, I believe, the rose gold highlighter. I can hear my kid. She's like screaming up a storm. So I have both of these. I might use one on each cheek. We'll see. But first, let's go ahead and try out the Ace Beauté blush palette. So I think with this look, maybe, should I do berry or maybe this color? It's like a lighter berry shade. Let's try the lighter berry shade of the 2. So I'm just going to use my Sigma brush. This looks like super duper pigmented. So I'm just going to go in as lightly as I can. I really like the shades in this blush palette. It seems like kind of wearable colors. I'm going to take a little bit of this light color and just kind of go over and blend this berry shade out. Oh my goodness. Okay, very, very intense blush palette, but I don't expect anything less from Ace Beauté. I'm just going to use my Samantha Ravindal and Sigma brush. Holy smokes, that is very glowy. Okay. Rare Beauty is just like one of those brands at Sephora I think is just killing it, you know? Gonna put a little bit on over there, just a tish over here, and a little bit on the chin. It's very icy. I'll have to see what it looks like when I'm editing because I'm curious. I'm just gonna put a little bit of the rose gold on too. Holy smokes. These are very blinding. Oh my. Oh my. Okay, I see you, Rare Beauty. Did I answer all the questions? I forgot. Yes, I did. Okay, so I'm done with the tag, but that is the highlighter. Ooh. Okay, okay, this is very promising. I need to try out the lip products. So I grabbed two from Ace Beauté because they did launch some new shades of their liquid lipstick. So I grabbed the shade Ambition, which looked so pretty. You guys know I love a good terracotta shade. And again, I'll throw up swatches. This one I thought was another brown, but it looks kind of berry in the tube. So this shade is called, it's called Ignite. So these are two of the, I think 4 or 5 new shades they launched. And I really wanted these, and so I waited for a sale and grabbed them. I think I'm gonna try Ignite just because it's not my typical color. Although I'm a little bit scared because it looks very red. Okay, maybe I'm gonna be a chicken and use Ambition. So I'm gonna line my lips quick and then we'll apply the shade. You guys, I'm not a big lip liner person, but these Melt lip liners are so good. I really like how creamy they are. Okay, so I'm gonna use Ambition. Who's surprised? I chickened out. Oh my goodness! I have another favorite shade from Ace Beauté now. It's a bit of a muted orange still and a little bit of a mustard vibe. It goes so well with this eye look. So I'm gonna spray my face, throw on some mascara, do something with this hair, and I'll be right back to give you guys some of my thoughts on this new makeup I tried. Okay friends, so here is the finished look. I was gonna wear my hair like I just washed it last night and I have like quite a wave in it, but then I like kind of straightened it and then I like, I don't know, I tried to look put together. Hopefully it looks good, but that's what we're doing today. And then these earrings are old. I got them from like Target or something. And so I can't link them for you guys, but I really like how this look turned out. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments, and let's go ahead and talk about some of the things I tried out today. So I feel like most of them are hits. So let's start off with these Rare Beauty highlighters. I'm really excited for these. They're very blinding, so glowy. So I definitely plan on trying them out some more, especially in upcoming videos, and definitely planning on adding these to the Shop My Stash. My Shop My Stash is so neglected. I think I did 7 episodes and I have a bag upstairs of makeup I'm using, but I've kind of been just putting things in there willy-nilly. So I think we're just gonna have to bring Shop My Stash back in January. And I think it'll be really good because I have a few things that I want to tweak and I really enjoy doing that. So anyway, these are really nice. If you've been wondering about them, I can't remember exactly how much these cost, but I'm so glad I picked up the 2 shades I wanted, and yeah, I have those. And then let's talk about the Ace Beauté lip products. Like I said, I have all of the first ones they launched because they sent it to me in PR, and I actually have a full lip swatch video of the original launch. But they did launch some new shades of the liquid lipstick. I think there were 5 shades. I grabbed these 2, and I am so excited for the shade Ambition. I think it's like my perfect nude shade. I love colors like this, so very excited to own that. As far as the blush, bronzer, and highlighter palettes go, I don't love that you can't get these individually because I mean, I'm only going to use one of these bronzers at a time. The blushes I feel like are very buildable, and you guys know I love blush, so I don't mind so much having a blush palette with all those shades. Highlighter palette looks very pretty. I definitely can't wait to continue playing with that. So I think all 3 of these I'm very happy I picked up, and it was a great way to try some products from a brand I love so much. And then the eyeshadow palette, the jury's still out on. I definitely don't love it as much as the Envy and Aura palette because of the shade Bustling. I was a little bit thrown off by how hard that was to layer on top of the shade Delightful, no, Cozy. because I did use Cozy in the crease as well. I will say though, this color story is absolutely stunning and the metallics worked really well. Also, this is just a first impression because it's my first time trying out this eyeshadow palette, so do keep that in mind. So those are all the Ace Beauté products that we tried in this video. Okay, so the last two things we tried out in this video are the Givenchy Prism Libre Powder. This is by no means a new product. I've definitely had my eye on this for a very, very long time because a lot of makeup gurus hype up this powder. So definitely too soon for me to say, but I will continue to try this. I've told you guys before that the Sigma powder that they launched this year is my favorite powder of 2022 and really my all-time favorite powder. So I always kind of go back to that one and compare. So I'll keep you posted on this. As far as the Hourglass Concealer, I'm very excited. I really love how it blended to my under eyes. And I think, again, this launch, I think last year, I don't think this is a new Hourglass product, but it's new to me. And I mean, it was so easy to blend, you guys. So I will definitely keep you guys posted on that. And then I also have this gadget from Amazon that I was raving about. I will link this for you guys. I think this is a really cool product. I mean, it's not like a makeup product, but it definitely helps with the makeup application process. So I really like that so far. Great gift for a beauty lover. But that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this testing new makeup video. I'm going to go ahead and film my new makeup releases video now. I can't wait. So that video should be up already. I hope you guys had a chance to watch it this week, but I will catch you guys in another video very, very soon. Bye!